Hey friends, Bill here. How you doing? Good morning. Monday morning, December the 1st. Trying to get off to a good start today. I'm gonna hold this closer today and see if that helps the cause get a little more volume here. I'm not sure why I couldn't get the Big Ten banner up, but this weekend, hey, big weekend. This weekend is Conference Championship Weekend. Conference Championship Weekend, College Conference. And again, anytime you hear me talk about big weekends, it's about big week. Draw lots of fans. Big weekends draw lots of fans. So this weekend is a big weekend. We've got at least four major, four major conference. I believe that's what it is, having games this weekend. Let me go to the page right this second. We've got SEC Championship in Atlanta, and it looks like Alabama's playing Georgia again, and that should be a big, lots of crowd. These people travel. These teams have good fan bases. ACC Championship on Saturday at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. You've got Virginia playing Duke. Very unusual matchup there that should draw a lot of people as well. Big Ten, you've got Ohio State playing Indiana. Indiana, of course, is a relatively local school, so there'll be a lot of fans there as well. Brian Nine is heading that up. And then a Big 12 Championship in Arlington, Texas as well. Honestly, I don't know who's playing, but that's at AT&T Stadium. Game time should be noon. So 4 big games going on, lots of opportunity this Saturday to get out and preach the word. That link will be below this video, so you can have the right contact person to reach out to and join them to preach. Hopefully Mike Andrews will go down and preach at the Charlotte game as well, the SEC Championship. Amazing opportunity there. It's just staggering how many fans come out to these events. Honestly, I wish, of course, Christian people, we all gather together on Sunday, and so the numerical numbers that's where they're at. However, I do wish that there be some way that we could generate that much enthusiasm like these football fans do. But anyway, that's another story. So, hey, opportunity to get out and preach. Praise God. So, listen, good weekend. We've also got SFOI 1000. Well, that's the college games right there. And then the pro game. Let's see if the schedule's up yet. It's not up yet, so we'll have that. We'll talk about that next week. That link will be on here. You'll start seeing the banners get posted. So, hey, that's going on. Lots of opportunity. And then we have bowl season. That's the other thing I want to talk about is bowl season, because it's coming December the 13th. It's the first bowl game in Atlanta, Georgia. Alex Bird is leading that. So today's the first. We're talking about, would that be on a Sunday, I guess? That is pretty interesting. The 13th is a Saturday. 13th is Saturday. So Saturday, December 13th in Atlanta, Georgia, first bowl game. Also got the LA Bowl in Los Angeles, December 13th, I think. Chuck Peters is going to go preach there. And then maybe Rick Garland, some guys as well. And so then we've got December 16th. Gary Gardner's preaching at the bowl game there in Montgomery. John Crowley at the Cure Bowl in Orlando. And we're still looking for other people. Lord willing, I'll be at the mortgage guy, the Union Home Mortgage. Don't you love these names? Gasparilla Bowl on the 19th in Tampa. Rod Grubb on the 22nd, the famous Idaho Bowl as well. Hopefully Mark Manan will do the Boca Raton Bowl on 23rd. David Robert New Orleans Bowl on 23rd. Will Dietrich Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl there in Dallas. Hawaii Bowl. We need to get the Faith Jet David Day and get out there and preach at that. And then we've got some other bowls to fill. We've got John Sakazinski preaching at the Military Bowl on December 27th. Tom Cabral preaching at the Fenway Bowl in Boston on December the 27th. John's game is over there in Annapolis. Pop-Tarts Bowl in Orlando. That's where I'll be, Lord willing. David Hoffman at the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl in Tucson, Arizona. He preached there last year. David's got a full-time ministry as well. The New Mexico Bowl, looking for someone there. The Gator Bowl, I can't make it this year because the way they organize the bowl games. I'll actually be at the Pop-Tarts Bowl. And I can't make both of those. The times are the same. Texas Bowl on 27th in Houston. Hopefully Gerard will do that. Birmingham Bowl, hopefully Rue or Joshua Tubbs will be there. Ratings Technology Bowl in Shreveport. Are you in Shreveport? We met a young man a couple years ago that went out there and evangelized there. We'll keep working on it. Alamo Bowl, got to do that. Sun Bowl, wait, back up a second. December 30th, Music City Bowl, John Coble. The Alamo Bowl on the 30th in San Antonio. ReliaQuest Bowl, I'll be there for that, Lord willing, that's in Tampa as well. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, El Paso. Do you know anybody there? The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl, that's also in Orlando. Hopefully someone will get there as well because I'll be at the Tampa Bowl. Las Vegas Bowl, December 31st. Cotton Bowl, December 31st in Dallas. January 1, Lord willing, I'll be at the Orange Bowl. I think Eric will be there as well. Rose Bowl, Rick Garland will be there preaching at the parade for sure, he says. All-State Sugar Bowl, David Robert. And then Liberty Bowl, hopefully John Dawson, some of his friends will be there. Duke's Bowl, Duke Mayo's Bowl in Charlotte, January 2, Mike Andrews. Holiday Bowl, that is Eddie Roman. Fiesta Bowl, Matthew Redondo. Chick-fil-A Bowl the 9th. Alex Burt, College Football Championship. Alex Burt's actually leading that. There's some room there if you want to spend the weekend in Miami, Florida preaching. East-West Shrine Bowl on January 27, Will Dietrich, and the Senior Bowl in Mobile, looking for someone there. So lots of opportunity. Hope you will click the link below this and get out there and preach the word. Lots of opportunity, friends. Just so much potential. Hey, and then we roll into the new year, not only with the College Football Championship, but we also have the, if you're in Florida, we've got the Gasparilla Bowl, which is January 31 in Tampa, Florida. 300,000 people, probably the best one-day event I've ever been at. Just tons of people, 8 a.m. to dark, basically. Super Bowl, February 5 to 8 in San Francisco. Lots of room there as well. NBA All-Star in Inglewood, California. That's Los Angeles. I think we actually got free lodging there, thanks to Rick Garland. That's going to be a good event. Hey, preaching at the, I think it's crypto.com arena now, as it used to be the Staples Arena. I love that. That's a great place in LA. That's where the action is going to be, at the crypto arena and the LA Convention Center. So easy spot, simple place to preach. I highly encourage you to get out to Inglewood. NBA All-Star Joe Henson's leading that. St. Pete Grand Prix back to Florida. Brad Madewell is leading that. Really looking for 6 guys there that can get it done down there. We've been there several years. Brad does a good job leading. He's been down there several years, so get on board with him. Final 4, Indianapolis, Stephen Kendall, April 4 to 6. Long Beach Grand Prix, Rick Garland's leading that April 17 to 19th. And then we've got the NFL Draft, April 23 to 25. Lots of opportunities coming on for you to get out there, both a one-day event like a bowl game or the Gasparilla, a multiple-day event like these other events as well, plus an SFOI 1000 program as well. It's NBA and it's NHL season. I'm going to run through these. These links will be below here, but I'm going to go through the cities where the NBA games are and just kind of prompt you, in case you don't know. They're in Atlanta, Boston, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Denver, Detroit, Golden State, which is San Francisco, Houston, Indiana, which is Indianapolis. There's 2 teams in LA, the Clippers and the Lakers, Memphis, Miami, Milwaukee, Minnesota, New Orleans, New York Knicks. That's Madison Square Garden, Oklahoma City. Richard is preaching there. Orlando Magic, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, San Antonio, Texas, Toronto, Utah, and Washington, D.C. And then the NHL games. They have teams in Anaheim, California, Boston, Buffalo, Calgary, which is Calgary, Canada, Carolina, which is Raleigh, North Carolina, Chicago, Colorado, which is in Denver, Columbus, Ohio, Dallas, Detroit, Edmonton, that's Canada, Florida. Panthers are in Sunrise, Florida, which is Miami, Los Angeles, Kings, Minnesota, which is in St. Paul, Montreal, Canada, Nashville, Ottawa, New Jersey. And that's in Newark, New Jersey, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, San Jose, California, that's the San Francisco area, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Vancouver, of course, Canada, Vegas, Las Vegas, Washington, D.C., Winnipeg, that's in Canada, Seattle, and the Utah Hockey Club, that's in Salt Lake City. And then we've got one more list to go through, the World Cup soccer. Just get this on your radar. I want to mention these cities to you where they're playing games. Look for people to preach at all the games they have at these stadiums. It's really June and July next summer, and it's probably only 5 to 10 at most. It's not a big heavyweight schedule, but there should be huge crowds. Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Guadalajara, Mexico, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Mexico City, Miami, Monterrey, Mexico, New York, New Jersey, that's at MetLife, Philadelphia, San Francisco, Seattle, Toronto, and Vancouver. So though you got a bunch of one-day games there, you've got the NBA, you've got the SFO 1000 for commitment, but just to, one game at a time. We've got bowl games coming up and multiple events, so lots of opportunities out there as well. I think that's what I'd really highly encourage you to do is I'd highly encourage you to, of course, as always, to really begin to exhort, get the discipline of evangelism in your life. The Great Commission. Listen to a sermon today, or a message was a teaching. I think the name is, he's the president of Midwest Baptist Seminary. Allen, I believe is his last name. And he was interviewing a guy who wrote a book about about discipline in life in general. And, ministry stuff in the Christian life as well, apart from really a Sunday or Sunday night, Wednesday, whatever your church has as a routine schedule, you have a lot of liberty, a lot of free time, a lot of unspecified time on how to live out your faith. And so you can sit there and say, well, no one told me to do X, Y, Z. And that's probably true. You don't get a lot of direction outside your local congregation, that, however you want to do it. But the other thing is, I think you have to look at the situation yourself. I mean, we're going to come to the judgment seat on our own. It's not a group situation. Your pastor's not going to be there with you. You're going to come there on your own to get a reward, good or what you've done, the body, good or bad, the Bible says. I think if you're an adult, you can read and write and go to school, get a job. You have enough ability to take responsibility for how you apply your Christian life. And one aspect of the Christian life is the Great Commission, or missions, or evangelism. I'm not saying you have to be an evangelist, but you need to have some way incorporated in your life to reach out to people who do not believe. Jesus gives us the Great Commission in Luke and Matthew and Mark. And I think I read it in John the other day, just a similar exhortation to go out and tell people about him. So this has to get brought into your life in some fashion. And so what we certainly try to do is present opportunities for you to get out there and put evangelistic Great Commission commands into action. So pray about it. Do it. It's the end of the year. I'm not saying have a New Year's resolution, because there's a lot going on in December. I am saying think about it and talk. I'm happy to always talk to you about how to put this into motion. But people need to hear the gospel, and we Christian people need to tell it. We win, they win when we get out there and do that work. All right. Hey, listen, I just want to go over these other events coming up this week. I'm going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Lord willing, hop on here Thursday and cover the rest of the week. But this link will be below this video. All right. So today there's an NFL game in Foxborough, Massachusetts, tonight at 8:15. These are all Eastern time starts. Then I'm going to go through the NHLs. I'm just going to tell you where the NHL games are being played. They're tonight: New York, Philadelphia, Buffalo, St. Louis, and San Jose. NBA games tonight in Detroit, Indianapolis, Brooklyn, Miami, Orlando, Denver, Salt Lake City, and Los Angeles. Tomorrow, NHL games in Montreal, Detroit, Long Island, New York, Madison Square Garden, New York, Miami, Nashville, Denver, Edmonton, Paradise, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Toronto, Boston, New Orleans, San Antonio, and San Francisco. And then Wednesday, last set of events, NHL games, Wednesday night, Newark, Montreal, Philadelphia, Anaheim, California, and San Jose. NBA games, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Orlando, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, Houston, Milwaukee, and Dallas. All right, friends, listen, thanks for tuning in today. Please check the links below this video and see the events going on. Remember, conference football championships this weekend. Another exhortation here is to please always share the events going on. If you know an evangelist in one of these other cities, typically we're going to have, if there's someone going to the event, sort of quote, leading the effort, their name will be on the website or on what you see below. If you click the link, like conference championships, you'll see Brian Non's contact information and Alex Burt for the SEC. So that's how you get that information. And then you can send that to your friend in the respective city and exhort them on to contact the local leader. Same with the bowl games. You'll see when you click on the link, you'll see who's going there preaching. Like Eddie Roman in San Diego, you can contact Eddie and go down and join him, or take Eddie's name and number and send it to a friend that's in the San Diego area. We're certainly trying to not only do the work of the evangelist, but foster it as well. And this is one way to do it, asking you to share this information with other people who live near where an event's going on. So please take your time, do that. Okay, friends. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Remember, get evangelism on the calendar. If you got any questions, give me a call here, 423-458-1333, 423-458-1333. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.